What's up? What's up? This is our another episode of In
Our Lane.
And today we're gonna talk about grief. And you know, this is gonna be this is a heavy topic, especially for this time of year.
Yeah.
You know, when a lot of family members get together to celebrate Thanksgiving, to celebrate Christmas and the New Year. And you know, a lot of times, you know, we might have lost a loved one, and you know, we just want them. We want them around all the time, but
Yeah, we really do.
right, it's like, but during the holiday season, it's like worse. You
Yeah.
know? So today we're gonna talk about grief, and I'm gonna give it over to you because it's a special episode in honor of your mother, especially, but you know, others
Yeah.
in our lives, but especially your mother.
Yeah. Very fresh loss. So before we jump into that, how was your week?
You got a point there. Yeah. No, I normally ask you first because it's like ladies first.
Well, you passed it to me, so then it's
I did
ladies
pass.
second. I don't understand.
You the first lady.
Hope I'm the only.
No, you know, at church, they be, certain people be calling you.
They do call me
First lady lane, lady lane.
They do.
Yeah. Anyways, how was your week?
I had a really good week, actually. Like you were saying, especially this time of year, I was a little concerned about Thanksgiving, but it was actually okay. My aunt and my mom had the same birthday.
Yeah.
So every year, by her living out of town, we would all come together for Thanksgiving. Like, we wouldn't always celebrate Christmas, but my aunt always came for Thanksgiving, and we would always celebrate there. But like, we would have a birthday party too. So I was concerned about that, which the aunt didn't get to make it because she was on call for work. So that, I think, made it a little bit better.
Right.
But so neither of them were present, so we didn't celebrate the birthday. But we did sit around and talk about, you know, memories and things of that nature. And so I didn't cry. I was proud of me. I've really been doing better, and I'm glad of that. So Thanksgiving was really good, and the food was amazing.
I'm gonna break the table. I'm gonna break the tape. Listen. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Please
Because,
jump in.
You know, in Atlanta, Candy Berries and Todd, all them, they had the restaurant.
It was good too with that too.
OLG. And the food there is amazing.
It's amazing.
But I just believe with every fiber of my being,
Every fiber.
I believe that if your grandmother would open a restaurant and your auntie, like the turkey she made,
I don't know what was in that turkey.
if they would open a
I
restaurant
have never had turkey like that.
and serve their food,
You know
I'm not
what's funny
saying
about that,
there'll
though?
be more like above OLG, but
I don't think we've ever talked about this. They had a cafe.
Who?
My grandmother and her sister.
the one who made the
My grandmother and her sister. Well, I mean, but we don't know what her. But the fried fish is good. You know, that fried fish is good because
Yeah.
when we go to the park, like, we really waiting on her fried fish. So it just depends on what dish. But yes, they had a restaurant. I forgot about that.
yeah. You know, I went around for that. I'm talking about your aunt.
But I'm just saying, Grandma did have she did make her food in the cafe.
Yeah, I mean that's good. Yeah, I don't know about your auntie, but I don't know about her
My
sister.
great auntie, yeah.
But your auntie, our auntie, the turkey was so good.
It was so good. I really need to.
God,
Not that I need the recipe for me to make it, but what if we just order one from her? I do that for Christmas.
You can do that.
We do that. That was amazing.
You can do that.
You heard a special gift card for a turkey that the job gave?
I know.
Hey, we can buy a turkey with that and let her do it. Ask her.
Yeah.
Oh no, she must have something else in store for that gift card because you was shaking.
No, I was honestly. I'm like, what am I gonna go to Walmart and get?
Well, you know what? I need to go get some things to cook, so that would work.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So how
I got
was
you.
your week?
I got you. Let's stay with that food real quick.
Okay, let's do it.
So I was thinking, I was in the shower. That's where I get a lot of my thoughts from, my sermons, my songs.
That's why they take 27 minutes.
Yeah, I be in there. See, I gotta move, but I gotta be careful in the shower because I'm gonna be moving too much and I slip. And I'm like, oh, baby, come and help me. You gotta come
But
help
don't
me.
sleep because you've been in there for 30 minutes.
Yeah, come pick me up and move stuff out the way. Listen, I was thinking, you know, in the early episodes we was talking about soulfish all the time, right?
We were.
And but like I was thinking today, your grandmother fish is like really better than soulfish. For this reason right here. So you know how I might have some fish left over from soulfish, right?
Correct.
So then I put it in the microwave, you know, it'd be all right. But your grandmother fish, if I put her fish in the microwave and I get it out the microwave and I sit in the seat right there, that fish gonna be just as good as it was when she handed it to me
So,
fresh out the kitchen.
did you have grandma's fish
I
this
did.
week? Because we're
I'm
talking
sorry.
about
I'm sorry. I just
the week.
when I think of the goodness of her cooking, yeah, and all it does for my stomach.
Then you posted your picture, said it was full. Mm.
But no, Thanksgiving was great. You said something. You was like, you proud of yourself for, you know, you didn't shed any tears.
Yeah.
If you would shed some tears, like I was
yeah.
I would still been proud of you.
Oh. Why?
Because man, this grief stuff is serious. And, you know, I didn't know how serious it was until I went through something. You know, I went through my grieving stage.
Yeah, it shows up differently.
Right, it is different. And for you to, you know, golly, you can't go. Because I finna say some more stuff.
That's fine. Let's just go ahead and jump in there because you're ready. So I'm going to define grief, and then I'm just let you go ahead and share a little bit about your story you were kind of tiptoeing on.
You might not want me to, but go ahead.
I probably don't, but you don't listen to anything else I say on the podcast. So,
Lord forgive her, for she know not what she just said.
grief is defined as deep sorrow, especially that caused by someone's death. So especially that grief that's caused by someone's death. So we do associate grief with death. Just out here, of course, death is like really, really big. But, you know, there are other ways to grieve things or other things or situations that people grieve. Divorce. You know, those two people are still here, but, you know, that's a loss. So I guess just not to be in a box that it's only when someone passes away. Yeah, we can grieve different things. And then we can also have different stages of grief. Now, people are always like, it may be in the bed crying, shades down over the windows, but it could also be sitting here on the couch shooting the podcast. You know, it's not just a one look.
Right. And like, by it not being a one look, before anyone decide to like, I guess, address someone about anything, especially if you finna address them in a negative way, like be like, hey, everything all right? This was on my heart, you know. Then you go for, but they start hitting it with all kind of just reactions, and you don't know why that person was reacting.
Right.
The way, the way they were.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I just, especially this time right here, like we all should like kind of tread lightly.
Yeah, tread lightly because you know it's been a year. It's been a year. So it's Mom's birthday / death day. She got the best present anybody could ask for. And I remember staying in the hospital that day because the night before we were there at the hospital with her and we were singing. No, we weren't singing happy birthday. We were just talking about making plans for what we were going to do the next day. But what was funny is everybody was there in the day that Friday before. So this was Sunday. So that Friday she had written, because she still had those tubes. So she wasn't able to talk, but because she was up and alert, she was able to write. She wrote, with Lauren. And I said, well, they've been here. You know, she was not at her alert moments when they were there. And Whitley actually had a hard time being there. So anyway, when we were talking about that night, everybody was there. And I said earlier that day when she wakes up in the morning, it'll be her birthday. And I could not wait for her to wake up because I was like, it's today. I just wanted to post, you know, today's my mom's birthday. And I was like, that's the post, because that was a lot for me, you know, for everything that we had gone through in that 2 weeks, 4-day period. Like, for her to see her birthday was like amazing.
Right.
And literally the same day, we're having to post it. She passed away on her birthday.
Right.
That was tough. But yeah, we made it. Making it.
I com, I commend you. I commend your brothers.
Yeah.
But I live with you, so I can
Right,
just
right, right. I understand.
I can highlight you. But
Yeah.
I definitely love your brothers. Like we are brothers. But this 2023 year, it wasn't a good year for you with certain stuff, with certain, how I said earlier, certain reactions.
Yeah.
Let me rewind. That week after we had the funeral for your mother, like that Wednesday.
I was to say week sounds real strong. Let's go from Saturday
You're right. I'm
to
sorry.
Wednesday. It was
So
not even a full week.
those few days,
Yeah.
certain people wanted you to hang out, and I just, it was my decision. I just got some bad vibes because I just felt like their invitation for you to come hang out wasn't genuine because they've had this same event for several years or a few years, and you weren't invited.
Yeah.
All right. Then I felt like it was just too soon. It was just too soon to be hanging around someone. How you said on other episodes, hanging with people who didn't have genuine, love or
Yeah.
have genuine relationships with.
Yeah.
And and you didn't go because of me.
Well, because of you, and honestly, I wanted to push myself to go because I understood, what people were trying to do, and I appreciated that. But I did not feel good about it just because I didn't trust me being out in public. I mean, it literally was just a few days.
A few
I
days.
had no idea what any triggers would be or anything like that. I didn't want to be somewhere where I couldn't get away because later they were like, if I was going to go, well, actually, no, because the next day I ended up going to church. And I always had this plan. This one family member made sure, okay, what's the exit plan? Like, either I'm going to be somewhere in the area and I'm going to pick you up. I need to pick you up and take you there. I need to drop you off. I need to come back and get you. Like, it was, do I need to call Antoine? It was always like a plan. And so I didn't have a plan. And I just felt, I don't know, exposed and just out there and vulnerable. And just, I didn't, honestly and truthfully, I just didn't trust that I was in,
Right.
I don't know, a safety net.
And
I didn't trust that I was in a safety net.
And you weren't in a safety net because by you not showing up, like a few of them are still, in their feelings because you didn't show up during the week of the funeral to hang out. And my thing is, if those relationships were really genuine, they would be like, I understand, Tiffany.
Yeah, because even if you didn't understand, to understand, period. But that's why I'm saying grief. You do have to understand that just because grief looks like, oh, she went to church Sunday, that doesn't mean, like, I laid in the bed until like the last second and just decided. And then literally had to leave church because we had a very tragic accident, occurrence that Sunday morning. So I literally did not stay at church any time.
Yeah.
But my people that had my back was like, I said, I got to get out of here. It's like, let's go. Not even a second thought,
Right.
And so that's just what I needed at the time. And the first time that I actually went anywhere was when you took me to the gala at church. It's funny because someone was like, have you already canceled? I was like, no, I'm going to the gala. So I guess because I didn't go, I'm not supposed to go anywhere. But definitely you and my rocks, definitely trusted you, definitely was in a safety net with you. So, and it's so funny because at that same, like this was the same month. And literally, people weren't speaking. And I'm just thinking, if you really want to take me and be caring and concerned about me, how are we in the same month and there's no, embrace, there's no, I don't know. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, folks are weird. So like, and I know I say I wouldn't do no advice on the show or whatever, but please, y'all, especially someone like they just lost someone, like,
Yeah,
and if they can't show up, like,
it's okay.
please understand, and like give them some grace, give them a grace period.
And we don't know what the time frame is on the grace period.
Right.
My friend said, your healing time is not on a calendar. That was the most profound thing that I heard during that time. And it's not.
Right.
I don't know. Today, we went to the grave site on the 28th of October, I think. We always try to do something on the 28th to keep it kind of, upbeat or whatever. But this particular day, we went to the gravesite, and I asked, well, Mom, is she turning 1 or 58? And I said, well, 1, because it's been a year. I'm not there yet. I don't even know if yet should be on in the sentence. I'm not there. And when I get there, I don't know. And one day I may be there, and the next moment in that day I may not be.
But that's exactly right. Like Pat Shannon, he said he still have moments about his mother and father, and that's been like in the 90s, like in like mid or early 90s. You know what I'm saying? So we're like 25, 26, that's a long time. So we have to be understanding, like, that grace period gonna be maybe short.
Yeah.
It may be long.
Well, it's they're never coming back. Yeah, that's the part. Literally today, for the first time in a while, I wanted to pick up the phone and call. And I was like, well, you can't. And not only can I not, so I'm not going to be able to call and say her birthday. I'm not going to be able to ever again. Like, Christmas is coming up. Thanksgiving just passed. No happy Thanksgiving. No hug. No nothing. And I mean, it's a lot. Like, I often say, I always, the family picks at me because I always use the village. But that's just my thing. Like, it takes a village. And I have often said it takes a village to raise me. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Like, I am almost 40. Like, I literally still need my mom. Like, I have so many more things that I gotta do, that I'm gonna need to call and say this and that. So, I appreciate having those who will step up and do what they can do to fill those shoes. For real.
Thank y'all. Oh my God. Real. The ones who stepped up.
Yeah.
Like, and the ones that you asked to step up, they didn't. That's all right. It's not all right, but you had somebody waiting with their arms open wide to receive you.
Yeah.
And I told her personally, like, I wasn't sending no text.
Yeah.
I wasn't finna send a phone call. Thank you for being there for my wife.
It's funny because her spirit is so much like mama's anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I call her mama now. You know what I'm saying?
What's funny is, what is literally funny, I have only 3 people in my contacts that mama was in the name. And she has always had mama in front of her name.
I ain't know that.
So my mama, your mom, and her.
I ain't know that.
Always have had mom. And I'm like, I always say it. That's why I say it like however long ago.
That's amazing.
Since I've had her number. Yep.
And one thing I want to say, I might sound selfish for a minute, but listen.
Go ahead, I'm listening. I'm bracing myself.
But I'm glad that you and I were on good terms before she got sick. Like,
let me tell you something.
We was good for a long time.
I know look, let me tell y'all something. I know the podcast really does not portray that we was on good terms. But we really were. The podcast, they wouldn't believe it, baby.
Right.
So I'm glad you said that. I remember saying that to you. I probably was like the week of the funeral, like after the funeral. Like, I'm so glad we were already good, because I really don't know we would have made it, because see, I'm the type of person, I need that genuine relationship. And so for you to try to show up now, that's such a pet peeve. Like, I don't know how we would have made it through. Like, I don't need a knight in shining armor. I need someone that's there and consistent all the time. Yeah.
So that's probably why you felt.
Go ahead. I don't know. I never know what you're gonna say. See, that's probably why I felt what.
That's probably why you felt cool with going out with me.
I told you, because you was, yes. Oh, good God, you were my safe place. Like, I wish you could have heard me talk about you at work. Really, like, I do not know what I would have done if it had not been for you.
Right.
For real, I do not know how you held it together, because my mom was not your mom-in-law or mother-in-law.
Yeah.
I don't know how. And when you preached that eulogy, I think it was very clear to everyone. You said that the boys got USPA. We got USPA too.
She was really like a mama to me for real, for real. If Jason and Terrence got sweaters for Christmas, I got me a sweater too. If they got USPA, I got my USPA too. Later on, we told her, Mom, this ain't no real polo, but we gonna go ahead and take it. But I got mine too.
Until like, Mom, wait a minute, we gotta have Ralph Lauren polo.
Yeah.
Y'all got it together.
But like I said, like when I first came to pick you up, going on a date, they had two houses. They had a main house, and they had a
guest house.
A guest house. Everybody enabled. But anyway, moving on. So her house was the guest house. So I went to the main house to, wait till she get ready. 'Cause, you know, saints can be around each other, while they getting undressed, and you don't want to put fire in your bosom and stuff like that.
That's what they said.
But anyway, so
putting fire in my bosom. I'm putting fire in my bosom. Come on, say what you saying.
Yeah. But so I went to the house, and she let me know, this your first time, you a guest the first time.
Yeah.
But your second time, and the other
Guess
time,
what?
Guess what? So
You on your own.
You on your own. That means go in the refrigerator, go in the cabinet, whatever you need, go get it. I ain't finna get it for you no more. You know what I'm saying? So like, she's treated me like a son, like since day one, like we was like dating.
Before marriage, yeah. Yep.
And I hate that I thought about it when she was gone.
Yeah.
But I was like, my sister she got a godmother. My little brother's got a godmother. For some reason, I don't have a godmother. But I thought about it a few days ago. I'm like, your mom was my godmother.
Yep.
Like the way she looked out for me.
She helped you. You remember, you used to always be so, I don't know, well, we know now from talking, and being a little bit more aware of mental health and everything like that in our last episode about anxiety, that it was anxiety, but we didn't know that then. And she was always like, it's like you do your, gonna have a good week. She was like, come on, you gotta be happy. She would always really try to get you to be upbeat, because you had very little patience with lots of things. And she really did not stop until she got you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was good though. But you talking about being in the family law. There's honey, let me tell you something. In-law doesn't exist on our side, like at all. Like with my grandmother, I'm telling you, we go to Christmas and honey, somebody got remarried, but that's fine. They can come. The new husband can come. They can bring their new spouse if they want to. Like it's just, and we'll have a gift for them and everything. Like it's just, that's how we are. I know.
That's a blessing.
Like we get married again. Even though Mom said, even if I ever got married again, you was always gonna be our son-in-law. She meant that. That's the only time I ever remember her saying son-in-law too.
Yeah.
If I ever get married again, no matter. I mean, how many times I get married, you was always gonna be our son. So say that we really did get divorced and you showed up with your wife, like, yeah, and then I'm there with my husband, like.
Oh, I'm not getting married again.
But that wasn't the point.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm not showing no why. I'm not doing this again. We better work.
So okay, so I ain't gonna have to grieve our divorce. All right, so okay, so talk to me about how you grief shows up in different ways, because during that time we were singing a lot of playing a lot of Maverick City music. It was getting me through the door. It really was. Baby, then Maverick City music then came on one day after the fact, and I'm like sobbing. I'm like, well, wait a minute. He was like, well, I can't play that no more. Well, no, it's been fine since then. That just one particular day it was a trigger. And we're sitting here singing Kingdom, and it got to, if you want to know what heaven looks like, looking like me and you, I'm like, you do look like me and you because we look alike. And she up there, I'm like, oh, Lord. I had no clue. I'm driving, and the song comes on, and I start crying. Like, what is happening?
You gonna show me your look like? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a good look-alike. Do we look alike on this one? This is my special blanket. This was a birthday that my mom.
That's the best gift.
Came to up here to a restaurant, and Mom used to always talk about how far a restaurant. Like when she would come, like, why y'all go so far to eat? Like, oh my goodness, it's like, Mom, 20 minutes. I used to think 20 minutes was a lot. Like now, 20 minutes really is right down the street. Anyway, Mom said, "All is well." That's what she said. And so my brother and sister got this made for me, my brother and his wife, for Christmas last year. So
it wasn't no top on this gift. Like
it wasn't.
I could have bought I could have bought you another house.
Not that year. It wouldn't. Yeah.
I already know.
Last
But
year.
like I don't know. Like your mother, I don't know. Like I needed her in 2023.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that we.
Oh, you really did. And you know she would have been there like to, but you know she won't. Well, you just got to pray about it, son. Well, no. She would let you talk it out.
Yeah, she let me rock.
Get it out. Then she gonna laugh with you. She gonna joke with you. Then she gonna reel you in, get you
I promise you.
serious, and help you on that path of,
promise you.
you know, straighten it out. I really do hate that. Like, for real, I hate that. And I understand life has to go on, but it's like, but why she gonna be here for this?
Right.
But it's always gonna be a this,
Right.
you know.
That's true.
So,
That's true. But I don't know. Like when when our grandfather passed.
thank you.
When our grandfather passed, like to me and for our family, he was like always there, and like he was like extremely active.
Yeah.
Like extremely, like he gonna be there for you. Then I heard stories of his nieces and nephews, how he was there for them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, when you have time to do all that, you know?
Baby, I'm trying to tell you.
But like he was always there, so even when he got sick and whatever, I just knew he was gonna be here and bounce back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when he transitioned, I was like, I don't know. It was real dark for me. It's real dark for me, and I isolated myself, and I then started treating you like an in-law, meaning me thinking that you don't feel what I feel. But by him being an active grandfather, he was an active grandfather to you as well.
Because I literally enjoyed going over, like, the picture of him and Whitley laying in the floor. Like, all that. When I had Lauren, some of the family members got on me about coming out. I'm like, well, did nobody come see me? So I want to bring the baby over to the grandparents, and me and grandma and granddad and the girls just sit and allow them to visit. Like, I love that kind of thing. I've always wanted my babies to have their dad side of the family. And so I was going to do what I could do to make that happen. I wanted to be a part of it's a unit. It's not, oh, okay, you know, you're over here. No. We all want to be happy family. So I had to tell you, I was like, hey, it's my granddaddy too.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not how you said it.
What'd I say?
You act like, because I was out of it for a long time.
It was a while.
And you was like,
And I understood.
yeah. And you did good. Like, I
Yeah.
gotta commend you. You did an amazing job. But it was like, all right now, boy, like, that's my
Right.
granddaddy too.
Right.
Like, you ain't the only one going through. You ain't the only one to say. I'm like, you gotta pray.
Because at that point, it was 10 years. They've been married 10 years.
True. So,
So we were my grandfather for 10 years.
For 10
That's a
years,
lot.
yeah. It's a long time.
It's a long time. And so, yeah, you came on back. Because I even took off work and went to the day the family went to make sure everything was okay.
You went to the
I went
you
there.
went to the funeral home without me.
Right. Matter of fact, you didn't get to go to the funeral home at all. And then
I didn't go. I went late. I went though.
you didn't go to the funeral home because remember when we got to, okay, well, you know, I told you I ain't doing no back and forth.
Because the man who owned the funeral home, he was talking about my blue suede shoes.
He probably was talking about your blue suede shoes at the funeral because remember you did not go Thursday and then you didn't get off in time to go Friday night.
Baby.
And then because we went to the funeral, we weren't supposed to be in the church. I said, baby, come on, let's go down here because I don't want the first time you see your granddad is when we walking in this family line and we end up inside the church. And,
Baby, you are showing your age.
well, why did we go in church before the funeral started?
Baby, it's the funeral. I went to the funeral home. The colors for the funeral was like black, white, and burgundy. I had on blue suede shoes at the funeral home.
What'd they say?
The man kept complimenting my
Baby,
blue
you
shoes.
was grieving. You don't remember. But look, so you don't remember, baby. I got it.
You don't get it. I was sitting
You said you don't get it.
I was sitting in the conference room with my uncles and aunts and grandmama.
Doing what? Okay, this is supposed to be.
I just went there.
This must be when y'all went to plan the funeral out.
Yeah, I guess so. I was out of it. I just went
But
there.
what did you see grandfather on display for the people to pay their last respects before the funeral?
I don't know. I can't remember the island.
That's all. So now we agree. That's all I'm saying. See, I didn't realize you went with the people,
Yeah.
but you did not see him before. Because that's why when we got to the funeral, I took you on in there because I didn't want to be trying to hold you up and think I couldn't. And you remember my mama walked in with me.
That is true.
She did. I asked the family and they said that was fine. And mama walked. I'm so glad she did because she wasn't all right. Willie wasn't all right. We wasn't all right. See, that's some triggers, man.
Some triggers.
Child.
But you gotta, I don't know, everybody go through it differently.
Yeah.
So it's important that if you can be there for someone
Yeah.
that's going through it,
Yes, Lord.
please be there.
And just be understanding. If you don't understand, some people are angry, they're boisterous, they're loud, they may, fuss or be snappy. They don't mean it. I know it probably don't feel great, but they don't mean it. I knew you didn't mean the things, but it was just like, hold on. I need us to embrace each other because I'm going through it as well. But, I mean, you did come on around to being to make up for it. Sort of kind of moment past. Like, I really wanted you to be a little bit more expressive, though. And even now, you still aren't. But I know you've had your moments when we, like, be on the video calls and stuff, and you will say, you'll have tears in your eyes or you'll be, doing your thing. But I appreciate that too because it really shows me that, she means a lot to you.
Yeah, like I say, like grieving, like for you to miss someone and be sad, to me, that's like a good thing. Because like if someone transitions and you still living your life all happy go lucky and you don't miss them, that means that person might not, meant something to you, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But for you to miss them and every now and then you just thinking, whether you cry or you just thinking, just shut down, just have a good, memory lapse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's amazing. Like now I'm with my favorite uncle. Well, my first favorite uncle.
Okay.
Got two favorite uncles.
Yes, Lord.
That's Robert Lee Hamilton.
God.
Three. Got my Uncle Robert Lee Lane, Robert Lee Hamilton, and Uncle Tracy.
Oh.
That's it. Everybody else count. I'm just playing. Everybody good.
No, he's definitely.
I mean, not everybody not good.
Serious.
Everybody not good, but most
you're
everybody
definitely
good.
serious though. Like if
Yeah.
they can be your favorite
Oh yeah,
uncles, that's
yeah.
okay.
So like now I find myself quoting Uncle Lee all the time.
But sometimes grief can be heavy, like a literal heaviness.
True.
Sometimes I have felt it like pressure in my chest, like can't hardly breathe. It could look like a panic attack. It could look like anxiety, a lot of different things. But one of the things, and I'm saying this because you said something about Uncle Lee, and I wanted you to share your story about him. You physically feeling him.
Oh, yeah.
But like with there was a moment when Mom was on the ventilator and she was alert and doing okay. They just wanted to get her off of it, but she couldn't do her breaths the way she needed to. So we just like held hands, but her hand was up against my chest. My hand was on the outside, and so I was like pressing in. I was like, Mom, breathe with me, and I was counting in how many breaths a minute, like trying to get her to slow her breathing down. And like there have been times when I'm low, and I literally it's like feel the pressure here, not like heavy, can't breathe type pressure, like across my chest, just right there in the center.
So like you'll be like calming you down and you feel it was like a that's what's up.
It's like she's just let me know she not gone, bro.
Right.
Oh, she gone but not gone, but that's yeah.
I know you trying to tell me talk about when I felt like I felt Uncle Lee's hand or whatever.
Yeah.
On this iPad right here that we use for the podcast. The podcast needs to pay me some sponsorship for that. But anyway, I had to preach for Tennessee Fifth, and I was beyond nervous.
Yeah.
Like the church was packed. We had our bishop there, all of the bishops. They was there. Yeah. Well, this.
No, I'm
Bishop
just with you.
assistant.
It was
And I was like beyond nervous. I was like, man, I need to tell Pastor Shannon, I ain't gonna be able to do this.
I didn't know you was that nervous.
I was sick, man. I was sick. Anyway, so I had Pastor Hamilton, he's on the cover of my iPad. And so I got my iPad. I was like, come on, let's do it. Come on, we gotta preach.
Yeah.
And when I was preaching, because they gave me a time limit, I think it was like 10 minutes. Anyways, so I preached under the 10-minute mark.
That's what people in the comments were saying. It was like, you did it, and then they had the time, 8 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
but it's like, because he had the big old light-skinned hands.
Yeah.
And like whenever he'll hug you or he'll just hit you, so like I can feel his hand like pushing me, like, go ahead, nephew, like,
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, like when you have faith in God and Jesus,
Yeah.
and when that person who you love, they die in Jesus, like if you are aware and you pay attention, like you will see some signs, like how you see 11:28 all the time.
Or 28.
Right.
All the time. I was saying one morning, told this girl I liked her jacket. I wanted one. About to give her mama's number out of all the times. And this was not even that long ago, like maybe a month and a half. So, I mean, she had been gone for a while. And I just was like, oh, I hesitated because I was about to give you my mom's number because the lady was looking at me like, because I just stopped giving the number. And then I was like, I don't know where I was. I just cried. And I was like, for an hour. Went to this young lady's room who had lost her mom. And she had told me that in 2022, but we never really got a chance to talk about it. In 2022-23, that school year. And the whole year we never got to talk about it. At the end of the year, she left me this little note and a gift she got me and said, I understand what you're going through, blah, blah, blah. And I think that was the first time she had directly told me. Other people had said, she may be someone to talk to because she's lost her mom also. That particular morning, I'm going to her room because I'm knowing she didn't have a class in the morning. I'm getting ready to go in. She's coming out. I was like, I just need your room for a minute. She was like, no problem. She comes back in and we just start sharing stories. And she was like, yeah, well, it'll be my birthday next month. So immediately I'm thinking 11 because this was October. Then she said, I'll be 28. And I'm like, hey, Mom.
Right.
A mama song came on the radio one day, 11:56 when I felt 11:59. She went into the hospital at 58. Went to the hospital, she was 56. Turned 57. Would have been 58. Like, it's just little things like that. And that was at 11.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. And not that I look for things like that, but it's just some chips I bought from a different culture and let them, I thought, be outdated. So I was getting ready to throw them in the garbage can. I was like, it's probably old. I was just going to throw it away, thinking it was old. I was like, it's probably outdated anyway. And literally said that out loud and checked the date, 11/28. So it's not even out of date yet. And it was 11/28. I was like, really, why it's been sitting there for 2 months?
Right.
Why didn't I check before now?
Right. Then like the gift card that I just
The one we talking about earlier, you gonna give me?
the gift card I just volunteered for the little family dinner for tomorrow. Well, for today. Anyways,
Family dinner, baby.
it got 28 on there.
0028.
Right. So in so many ways, she's still feeding the family.
Yeah. But I had a dream about. I didn't think about feeding the family because she always fed the family, baby.
I always feel the family.
Okay. She always fed the family.
Always.
Now let me say this, Ma. I love you. Hope you're watching and listening to however that whole thing worked with the Lord Jesus and God and them. Let me tell you something. You done fried this chicken
Come on now.
to this point that I have not fried chicken.
Come on now.
And I don't know how many years, ma'am. Because the last time you fed my husband's chicken and he acted like I ain't never put a fried chicken in his mouth, I never want to fry him some chicken again. Now I always had you to fry it. Now I got the fried chicken. Just Lord help me. That's all I got.
Like her chicken was.
All I said, and now you got is, oh, baby, it's okay, baby. Your chicken gonna be good again, baby. It was her chicken was. I don't want no back rub,
But the way I just talked about grandmama's fish.
Oh, but that chicken really was all of that, though.
Mama, her chicken and grandma's fish is like, they both at the top level
They are.
in their respective places. Got the fish over here, chicken over here.
Did they pass it to me? He said, "Oh, baby, it's the high pitch horn." See, because when you go high pitch, I already know.
But hear me out though. Hear me out though. But like when you cook,
That's even worse. The last meal I made though, baby, that junk was fast. I cook like I was somebody with mama.
that's what I'm saying. Like you can cook.
So mom she left that for me. She passed it down to me.
Oh yeah.
What you doing on your side?
I know you looking.
I wasn't. I was on that side.
I know you looking. But no.
What you do?
But she passed you some. She passed you some good
She
stuff.
passed me, baby.
Baby, the way you in the youth ministry at all
them
churches,
kids.
not just St. Luke, like
It is everybody church, right?
everybody.
But we was at a family function and I don't even know what was going on. The big girl was hosing the baby down with the water hose. Remember that? And we all get up running and jumping.
I want never that, baby.
Baby, you were. So this is here go a prime example. See, I be trying to just keep it blanket and watch this. When we were at the last family function out in the country, when our brother showed up and we was all screaming and running over there to him because he had came home.
Yeah.
This baby over here just getting sprayed with the water hose because all the ant things.
Yeah.
I jumped up.
You did.
But I didn't even know the kid because that was a family member's family member. But I didn't know the baby. But I'm going to see about this baby now. I don't know. But when I went to the convocation with the children, I was trying to get out of taking my nieces out. I already told them I was going to take them. Then my daughters wanted to go. I'm like, well, I guess I can't get out of them. And I posted a picture with them. And then my girl Chris ended up showing up and said, but she actually texted me and asked me, was I going?
Don't bring
she
Chris
sat with me.
up
What
because she didn't come to youth choir and sing a song.
She was supposed to too, wasn't she? I thought y'all posted about that on Facebook.
I'm not saying that. Call somebody's name.
All right, well, my girl showed up and sat by me, broke my tambourine. Of course I did. She had me another one. Like, I don't care what y'all got going. She had me on tambourine. My mama hooked me up at the food truck. Let me say something. It's a good night now. But I posted my picture, and the young lady, a lot of people kind of been checking my posts and stuff and checking on me, and I appreciate y'all. I really do love y'all. It's really helpful. The baby said, I overlove this. I thought that's so impressive. And so she texted me separately and said, you know, it's really, I know you have some really big shoes to fill, but you're really filling them perfectly. And I'm like, well, child, perfectly is a stretch, but we'll go with it. But I was like, thank you for seeing that it was a push. I'm not just out here living my best life. I know it might be looking like it. Because A, I try not to wear my feelings on my sleeves. B, if I'm somewhere, it's because I want to be there to a degree at least. Because if it's somewhere I do not want to be, you will not find me there. So I well, you know, was there to be supportive of my nieces. And I did want to go to the service. It was a lot. I got to go downtown, a lot of traffic, parking. But anyway, I'm glad I went. But I was glad that she saw that and was able to encourage me. And then I was glad that I went on. Because the picture do like the nieces and the babies. Our babies had a good time. And then, like I said, my girl sat with me and churched with me. And we was beating the tambourines till we broke them. That's all. Just beat them till you broke them. Yeah.
Tamarines, not people.
Beat them till you, well.
Not people.
Not peepers. Not the peepers. But that song, I'm going to go back to that because that was a song that the girls walked down the aisle to. And who, child, I was not ready at that wedding now. I wasn't ready. My brother told me, it's okay. You okay. You okay. You okay. Then he got told, I'm like, you okay? But granted, back here to myself, you all right to be a big girl? I said, I'm not a big girl today. Like, this spot right here where you sitting, somebody was supposed to be right there. And it was no one. I wasn't ready. And, but I was broken, like for real broken. But grief doesn't just look like that. Mm-hmm. The Maverick City song. Then I got to go to, this baby got to lead it. Then the lady asked, can you direct? I'm like, Lord have mercy, I'm just here to fill in. And y'all talking about some directing. I'm just here, I wasn't even singing. I'm just bringing my child to her. So I had to direct the song. And Tennessee Fifth captured those pictures. And I'm telling you, again, like the joy that I saw on my face when I went to the gala with you, joy, like I really, embraced just going ahead and directing the song and getting to the part where Heaven Looked Like Me and You was like my favorite part that night.
Yeah.
So it's just, and even while I'm directing the choir, like I'm still thinking about my mom. It does not mean I'm broken down and under the cover. Like that time you was like, I called you on videos. It was kind of close to mom had passed. You was like, baby, you still in the bed yet? And he said, what? You said, well, baby, open the blinds. I thought that was real sweet because you was encouraging me to get up without saying, all right now, get up, you got to feel better, you got to do better.
My thing was, if you gonna stay in bed, at least get some light in there and get back in the bed.
Yeah. But getting up to open the blinds, that was a step.
The step. Because, like, I'm telling you, the stuff I went through with Granddaddy,
Yeah.
when he passed, I respect anyone who's going through grief. And I'm not going to tell nobody.
How soon?
Well, I'm not going to tell anybody. I'll say nobody. It's too negative.
I won't tell anybody.
I won't tell anybody. All right, it's enough. Man up, woman up.
Go on.
I'm gonna encourage you to take your time. Yeah. And when you are ready to man up or woman up, then do so. If you fall back down,
do so.
Do so.
Yeah, because think about it, you won't stay down. You won't stay down. But it's another, because like my mom would have a 20,000 fits if I were to just be. She want me to still get up, do the things that we did together. Bright Lane even opened up a second location. That's what we were supposed to do together. So like I still have to go to this building where she's not and still do what we sought out to do.
Yeah.
And so I have to do that. And if it's days that I cannot go down there, I'm not going to go.
Right.
But I won't close it just because, I lost her and she's not here to help me do it.
I'm gonna say it because you are my wife and I live with you. You are doing a phenomenal job.
Well, thank you, baby.
Like I said earlier, 2023 was not the best for either one of us, especially you. But the way you have kept your composure as good as possible, like it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm proud of you. I know we joke a lot, play a lot.
We do, but it helps.
It helps. But I'm like literally proud of you. And I don't know I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you are doing it. And I'm not gonna tell you keep doing it. But whenever you don't feel like doing it no more, you take your break. But you are amazing. You are an amazing wife. You are an amazing mother. You are an amazing daughter.
Oh, babe.
You are. Like, I know for a fact she's proud of you. But she told you she was proud of you. Like she gave you your flowers while she was here. And you definitely gave her her flowers.
Yeah, she sent me a flower every year at Christmas. That teacher appreciation. It's how funny it was 2020. I'm like, who is at the door? And because we had just went out for spring break and we never went back, but we were still having to teach. A van pulled up. She done sent my flowers to the house. I'm like, come on, lady.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it is what it is, man. I don't love it, but I know, as bad as I would love for her to come back and just be here to be with us and help us raise these girls some more and, help us in ministry and just talk and be a mom. I just know she would hurry up and say, I love you, baby girl, but I am not coming back.
She said that while she was living, like, y'all better get it right.
On her bed at the hospital, she couldn't even talk. She was alert. She had them too.
Yeah.
She mentioned to somebody, hey, looking. I said, she telling you better come on in. It's getting too late. She said, she looked at me. She said, look back at him. I was like, I know my mama. Right. You still trying to get folks in. And you don't even know if you in or out. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You in and out. And then she still trying to get them together. But that's my girl. Because you said, you was like, baby, that's not just your mama. Like, it's your sister.
Yeah, y'all was like friends.
We're friends.
Like, y'all would talk all the time. Like, all the time. And like, I thought it was amazing because I'm a non-talker. So I'm like, y'all been knowing each other a long
Y'all
time.
still got something to talk
Why?
about.
How y'all still on the phone for hours? What y'all talking about now? You know what I'm saying?
It would be house. You know, I used to complain about, I love my grandma, love you now. We used to complain about how long grandma was down. If I just be talking about grandma would go to sleep, she'll wake back up, she'll do this. And then mama started getting like that. I said, that she talk about her mama, she doing the same thing. And it's been years ago, and I was like, I'm not gonna complain, because I hate to complain about something like that and then wish I could talk to him. I was so glad. I thought about that when she passed. I was so glad I had got out of that. Like I would, because it's always something else to do. But I'm like, nope, just sit here. She go to sleep, just go to sleep. Either hang up and she'll call back or stay on the phone till she wake back up.
Yeah.
Or if she talking forever, just be doing something and listening. I don't know. But, you know, my mama laid across the front of that church. And I was at peace with her. And I mean, that has just brought a whole new piece on my life. You be like, baby, you are not pressed. I'm like, not at all. And you be like, but baby, I don't know how you do it. I want some of that. But my mama was like that.
I don't think I meant that.
You didn't, but you said my mama was like that though. She just it let stuff bother her, and I don't know, losing her like literally nothing else. Nothing else can have my energy. My mama's gone, and she's not ever coming back. Like no, I be processing it for the rest of my life. So any energy that I give to anything will be processing that.
Yeah.
I don't have time to go back and forth. I don't have time to go side to side. I don't have time to go up and down with anybody, you included.
You gonna go up and down on me?
Oh, all right, baby, you ready? What's on your? Oh,
You can go up and down with me.
I just cannot understand.
You gonna have ups. You gonna have downs.
It's you trying to make it together. It ain't coming
Together.
Together.
We're gonna go up together, might go down together, but we're gonna stay together.
I hate you, big. You is crazy. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you,
That's
baby.
what I heard. That's what I heard.
It's something wrong with you. But I love you, though.
I love you too. So that's all you got?
That's it, baby. I think I can talk about Mama forever. I just want to say happy birthday, girl.
Happy birthday, Terry D.
That's it.
Love you too.
And I had your one full year. In your heavenly home, baby.
Thank you for still speaking to us.
Thank you for that.
Through
I had
signs
a dream
and
about
symbols.
her. I was worried about her. I was like, are you real? Are you real? And I literally did her hand like that. Like, oh my God, I was like, so real, for real. And I was like, you okay? And they was looking at me crazy, like, are you okay? So I was like, let me back up, because maybe I'm not okay. And I talked to her later on the phone. I was like, what you doing? She said, I'm sitting up here on this couch with my feet propped up. I said, are you okay? She said, I'm okay. So she okay. So be okay, honey.
Right.
We gonna be okay, too.
Right.
Gonna be okay.
Right. I'm gonna do a quick prayer for the ones that's going through this time with grieving and during this holiday season.
Yeah.
For some, it may be easy. For some, it may not.
Yeah.
But just want to do a small prayer.
For some, it could have been like 10 years, but then this year feels like one,
Right.
So, yep.
So, dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for all that you have done
Yes,
for us.
Lord.
Thank you for what you are doing in our lives. Lord, I ask you to touch the ones who are going through at this time.
Lord.
The ones who may be sad during this time. The ones who may be happy during this time because they may be thinking of
Good
happy
memories,
times.
yes.
Lord, I'm just asking you to just grant them peace.
Do it, Lord.
Grant them your peace. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Lord, just give the ones who may not be going through grief at this time. Give them the know-how to
Yes. Embrace those
with
who are.
love, with peace. And Lord, let them be okay if the peace may not be returned.
Yes, Lord.
Lord, give everyone grace, peace, love, joy, and harmony.
Yes, Lord.
During this season, and the season to come. Lord, we know that it won't always be like this. And we know that you have all the power.
Yes,
so you
Lord.
can turn it around, and you can turn it around in our favor. And Lord, we give you all the praise and all the honor. In Jesus' name we do pray. Thank God. Amen.
Amen.
We hope you enjoyed the episode today. And
Happy holidays.
happy holidays.
To you and yours.
You and yours. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. What's the other one, baby?
Happy Hanukkah.
Cinco de Mayo.
No, this
Not Cinco. not Cinco. It's not May. It's Cinco de December. Listen.
December.
We love y'all. We thank y'all for being a part of our lane. And I am Antoine.
And I am Tiffany.
And you have been in
Our lane.